boy Big T don't miss.
Bang, 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 boy, shit break. On the hard thing, out of Alabama, you can add Nick say.
Now our feature presentation.
Yo. I done met a lot of niggas in my lifetime. You can't keep it real with everybody, my nigga. Everybody ain't solid, everybody ain't 100. For real. Stick to your motherfucking self. These niggas ain't what they say they is. Know that? Look. I do this shit for my brothers and everybody that done died for us. Niggas saying they gon' ride. When the time came, they ain't ride for us. Hitting licks on some hot shit with the same click, it was 5 of us. Niggas switched up like a bitch, say they'll die for you, but they lied to us. Make room for the real. All that other shit ain't got time for it. Mama still paying bills. Till I get a meal, I'ma grind for it. Record labels all fake and gay, I won't sell my soul, I won't sign for it. Really cut from a different cloth, and new niggas only piss me off. Come around like they really down, but they only rhyme if they mooching off it. Niggas pussy beat the coochie off it. Listen up when the truth is talking. Real niggas got morals, and the lame niggas don't hate. Rob, who take what? Bitch, I'm riding around with that cake. Riding around with that long K. Fuck a Draco, yeah, it's wartime. We ain't doing no drive-bys. If you try mine, we knocking doors down. I ain't saying I'm the biggest nothing, but if we got a problem, I'ma handle that. Loud talk and get crunny smacked. Turn this fat ass to a punching bag. Niggas saying it's on go when they see a nigga. Well, bitch, I'm a lunching pad. Hot shit for you fuck niggas. All love for the real niggas. Even if a nigga went blind and got paralyzed, I wouldn't feel niggas. See the pain in my city eyes that they traumatized and they still getting it. Forever smoke on Mac bands. Long live smoking bean. But most of all, the one that hurt the most, goddamn nigga to the king. Wake me up, I know it's all a dream, but this real life and I'm stating facts. If I say this nigga, then I meant it, nigga. If it's out my mouth, I won't take it back. Rap niggas know what's going on. I'm the hottest shit since Tupac. I meant Tupac and I'm too hot. Nigga, you not, I'm a fuse box. Yeah, nigga, I control shit. Y'all ain't better than my old shit. Tell them folks on no shit, on oh shit, this bullshit. I done kept it too real, but never got it in return. It's fucked up how we live. Well, I guess it's what I gotta learn. And they ain't saying that I'm perfect, cause everybody got flaws. And they say the real in the graveyard or they locked up behind walls. The closer homie can be your biggest hater and I ain't trusting shit, not at all. They laugh at you when you fall, get mad at you when you ball. They come around like they really down, but them niggas sour cut them off. Stand alone on your own team, be a grown man, that's a boss. I'm only here to get it real. If I ain't done it, I ain't speaking on it. Wake them up cause it's real. You can't learn shit cause you sleeping on me. Old homie tried to steal from me. The same one that said he killed for me. I never trust another soul going down that road, I be done killed something. Taking food out my kids' mouth will be the quickest way I catch a bid for something. Understand you gotta live for something, or you gon' die trying to live for nothing. Every dollar ain't meant to be chased, my nigga. Be patient, it's really coming. You don't work, you don't eat. I'm grinding hard, losing sleep. I'm taking drugs to take the pain away, but somehow the shit getting weak. And the fact that niggas so quick to try you in these streets and thinking shit sweet. Niggas facts, they gon' fleet. In the meantime, I found my own grind, I got my own shine, and I spend my money on my own time. Bitch, I done kept it too real, but never got it in return. It's fucked up how we live. Well, I guess it's what I gotta learn. And they ain't saying that I'm perfect, cause everybody got flaws. And they say the real in the graveyard or they locked up behind walls. The closer homie can be your biggest hater, they ain't trusting shit, not at all. They laugh at you when you fall, get mad at you when you ball. They come around like they really down, but them niggas sour cut them off. Stand alone on your own team, be a grown man, that's a boss.
What's the word, man? It's your boy, the Alabama Hitter, and y'all not tuned in to Hit Squad TV. We popped out impromptu late night. I hope everybody in the building is doing good, man. Salute to everybody that popped up and is rocking with us. Hey, salute to Gina. Salute to my dog, Bob Raj. Salute the phenomenal black woman. Beef, what it do? Brand new. I ain't never seen you, man, but salute to you. Divine Black Rose, what it do, sis? How you doing? And Cypress TV in the building. Salute to everybody in the bushes, fam. We just finna rock out for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Go over a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on right now. We about freaked out from the whole Diddy situation, but Kid Cudi did take the stand today and gave us the rundown on the whole situation between him and Diddy and Cassie and how, you know what I'm saying, his car ended up being blown up and his whole house being burglarized. That's something that we didn't know. Been lurking, man. Appreciate your content. Fam, I appreciate you, fam. For real. I appreciate you for rocking with us, man. Real talk. So, you know, we got a few things to chop up on tonight, man. First and foremost, I guess we'll start with the situation in Detroit. Look like up and coming Detroit rapper Skilla Baby has been shot. You know what I'm saying? Um that's crazy. Cause he don't even bring forth that energy, but you don't know what cats have going on in their own city. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta tap in with my homie Music 101 and see if he can break this down and make this make some sense to us. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking with us, and we're gonna get into it. Yes, indeed. Please get the likes up. Please get the likes up, man. And shut alive. We need people to come in here and put eyes on what we got going on over here at Hit Squad TV. You feel me? And y'all let me know. Drop a thumbs up if the audio is good, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been going back and forth with the audio situation for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And that's been an issue, but I think we got it ironed out now. K dot GNX. Hey man. Grand National? Okay, yeah, we good then. We good. Okay. So let's get into it, man. Shout out to the homie Music. And we finna lock in with this good content. Y'all tap in with your boy Hitter, man.
While on 8 Mile. Report says Detroit rapper expected to survive after being shot Thursday evening on eastbound 8 Mile near Telegraph Road. We are told he was grazed in the head and also shot in the hand. A vehicle crashed into a building shortly after the shooting at around 7 p.m. and multiple shell casings were found scattered along 8 Mile in Radford Township. It's currently unknown who the suspects is or the circumstances, but we are told it was a drive-by shooting. Now, it also was another shooting not too far, East Point. Police is investigating a double shooting that occurred Thursday evening, just 2 hours before Skilla Baby was shot. The incident.
That's crazy right here. This is crazy, especially if you know the situation. I don't really know the situation. I just know that over the weekend, Skilla Baby popped up on IG and he did a prayer. You know what I'm saying? Out of all things, little bro was on IG praying and prayed a humble prayer. You know what I'm saying? So it almost goes to make you feel like that maybe he knew something was coming down the pipe. You know, people have stuff going on that we ain't all privy to. This internet don't reveal all things, you know what I'm saying? But maybe he had some stuff going on that he, you know what I'm saying, we didn't know about it. He popped out and put some insurance on himself. And that's the right type of insurance to put on yourself. But yeah, let's get back into it, fam.
Occurred near the area of 10 Mile and I-94 where a male and a female was shot during the drive-by shooting. The suspects are still on the run and the circumstances is currently unknown. This is the third shooting in East Point in less than a month. Now, let me tell y'all, man, do we got to keep saying it? Do we got to keep saying it? Leave your city And do not go back. This will happen every time. I don't care where you from or who you is. I don't care if you in beef. I don't care if you in the streets. I don't care if you not. If you become successful and you go back to your hood, all it takes is for one person to want to see you unalive. All it takes is for one person to hate.
And I agree with music because it ain't necessarily got to be beef all the time, fam. It could be niggas seeing you having things. You know what I'm saying? You riding back through the hood in a $60,000 whip. You know what I'm saying? You got your piece and chain on. You're looking good. The females, you know what I'm saying, head, necks is breaking. You know, this is the type of stuff that come with it. You know what I'm saying? With success come hatred, especially when you on that street level, man. So let's keep going.
And your life is in jeopardy. Come on, Skilla, baby. What you doing, man? What you doing? And it's for all the rappers. Boosie said it best. Do we gotta keep speaking on when Boosie said most rappers die in their own city? Why? Because they think they good. Man, everybody love me. My city love me. Your city might do love you. But I guarantee you it's one person that don't. All it take is one. All it take is one person that hate to see you prosper. All it take is one person that hate to see the love that you receiving from the people. Like, when is you guys gonna wake up? And I understand a lot of people be like, I got family in the city. I gotta go back to my city. Well, this what happens to you. This what happens to you when you got family in your city. This what happens to you when you gotta go back to your city. This what happens to you when you feel like your city love you, because they don't. They don't.
I swear to God. I swear to God. Go make a good living and come back to your city. You know what they're gonna say? They ain't gonna be happy. They're not gonna, you know what I'm saying, pat you on the back and give you congratulations. And you know what I'm saying, man, what they gonna do? This nigga shitting on us, man. This nigga come back around here with all this shit on. This nigga shitting on us. Yeah, that's how they rock, fam. So you really can't come back. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing wrong with knowing that you can't come back. Sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying, delegate. You know what I'm saying? Do stuff from a distance. Feed people with a long handle spoon, like my mama used to say. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time you gotta feed people with a long handle spoon. You can bless the hood, fam, but you ain't gotta be the one out there handing out turkeys. You ain't got to be the one, you know what I'm saying, out there doing the grassroots. That's what you got people for. That's what you got people for. You know what I'm saying? Herb said I'd never come home, Hilda. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you can come home, but it's like these cats, you know what I'm saying? 50,000 around their neck, 20,000 on their wrist. You know what I'm saying? You coming back like that, niggas is not gonna appreciate it. Niggas is not happy for you. A situation in my city. You know what I'm saying? Dude is from my neighborhood, my old neighborhood. Big Yavo. Big Yavo went out into the world and made good. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, Yavo be in California. And when he back home, no, he not in the city. I know for a fact where he at, but he not gonna be in the city. He far enough away to where people can't pull up. And that's the way you gotta play it, fam. That's just the way you gotta play it. Because niggas do not want to see you win. And if you don't believe me, go ask Dolph. Go ask Dobie. Go ask Mo3. Go ask Neighborhood Nip. These niggas don't give a damn about what you done did and how you done got it out the mud and how you done went in here and honed your craft and became a better rapper, became a better singer, became a better designer. They don't care nothing about it. No, they finna knock you down. They finna knock you down. Ask Buddy that went. Where did Buddy go to? Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. His name escapes me. Y'all know who I'm talking about. PNB Rock. Yes. And that ain't even his hometown. But the premise to it all is, man, you cannot come back to the trenches looking like new money. Cause bottom line, niggas gonna want to spend some.
And especially if you ain't doing nothing for them. But y'all already know, man, when I get more updates, I'm gonna give it to you. But to my rappers, to my people that elevated in life, you ain't even gotta be a celebrity. You could be a regular person that just elevated. In the city, think you got more than what you got. Leave, move, because if you don't, your people gonna be saying RIP. Because like I said, I don't care how much you think the city love you. I don't care how much you think you move right, because everybody say they be moving correct. And then guess what happened? RIP. If you want to get took out by your city, stay in your city, man. Get in the comments and tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications. It's free. Do it for me.
Dear Lord, today I will be using.
And this is the prayer that he gave Mac. What's up with it, man? This is the prayer that he gave last week, fam. Last weekend. You know what I'm saying? And it reminded me of something that my homeboys used to say, man, I love my hood. But my nigga, you can't melt me and pull me out back over in that hood. I ain't going back. You can't melt me and pull me out where I came from, because niggas want your neck. Niggas want your neck. And you might have a reputation. You might have had a reputation. But guess what? Your time then came and gone. You know what I'm saying? The niggas that populate that area is not the same niggas that you came up with. They either dead or they in the penitentiary, or they done went on and do something productive with their lives. So yeah, going back is out of the way. And if your partners is still in the same place after all of these years, then guess what? They might the back door might be open. Just know it.
My platform to pray, and since you put that on my heart, I will not be disobedient. I will obey you. I know I serve an on-time God, and I may not have everything I want, but I have everything I need. I have family. I have life. I have my health. I want to thank you for everything you've blessed me with. I pray for strength, courage, understanding. I pray for peace. I want to pray for all my friends and my family, even my enemies. I just want you to put peace on everyone's heart. Continue to bless the world. I know I'm not perfect, but I just want to show my faith out loud, and give you the praise and the glory. I know I have a huge platform, so I just want to show how good God has been to me, and stress that, and keep stressing I'm nothing without you. I pray you bring the world closer together. I know I'm not the best prayer in the world, and sometimes I slip, but I understand that no one's perfect but you, Lord God. I'm not judging anybody for whatever God they serve. I just hope everybody serves a God. Like I said, I'm just praying for my timeline. I'm thank you for my health. I'm thank you for waking me up every day, keeping me breathing, keeping me understanding, keeping my mental straight. I ask that you bless others how you blessed me, even the people that don't really like me. I hope they stay blessed. I hope you continue to just keep your hands on the world, Lord God. And I just want to thank you out loud, and thank you out loud, and keep thank you out loud. And if I could just help one person, just keep continuing to bless me, so I can bless one person. I could just help the world as a little bit as I can. I know I'm just a small piece of the world, and God, I'm nothing without you. I'll continue to say this, and amen.
Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah, rock out with Music 101. Dope content creator. So listen, hey, a lot of people say, yeah, he probably knew something was coming down the pike, but I mean, somebody put that on your heart. God put that on your heart. That's different. I ain't never seen, no secular music artist outside of DMX just come to the internet and go to praying. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was interesting. I thought it was, you know what I'm saying, something that was profound. You know what I'm saying? Especially a young dude, especially a young dude like Skilla Baby. You know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, they knocked this boy down. Amen. He might have felt something coming. And I'm not saying that he is out of here, but I did hear that one of them shots he took was to the head. So we don't have an update just yet, but as we get it, we're gonna bring it, you know what I'm saying, to everybody. So everybody, you know what I'm saying, be aware and then know. Tyranny, what's going on with it? What's going on with your loved one? But yeah, man. Damn shame. Damn shame, fam. I hate that for Skilla Baby. But that's the way the world rock. You know what I'm saying? You got any type of motion, they aim to stop it. I don't know if y'all know about I don't know if y'all know about what the boy name is? LGP Quay. LGB Quay out of Philadelphia was known as the voice of the youth. You know what I'm saying? Real sound young man, head on tight, T with Goldie. What's going on with it? Miss Diane Wright, salute to you, loved one. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with us. But yeah, LGP Quay, same situation. You know what I'm saying? Good message. You know what I'm saying? Trying to uplift. And these boys just walked down on LGP Quay last week and knocked him down. You understand me? Yeah. It's sad. OG Snake Spotter, what it do? And for what? Like for what? For his chain? You can't get nothing for the chain. That's the hottest chain in the city. So you just knocked the boy down for nothing. Yeah. Yeah. Hated on him heavy. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. It's sad the way um folks can't stand to see somebody else with something. So they have to go and, you know, shortstop, put the block on, get clout by knocking them down. You know what I'm saying? Damn shame. And this situation that we finna cover right here is pretty much in the same vein. And if y'all ain't familiar with Quay, we might go back and do a little something as far as recapping what happened with Quay. Jealousy is one of the worst commandments. It's equivalent of the covenant. Yes, yes. Jealousy is it's a sickness, fam. It's a sickness. Niggas can't be happy for the next man. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always some level of competition. Real talk. Yeah. But this is a bad situation right here too. And little bro wasn't even popping like that. He was just, you know what I'm saying? People. I don't know if this is a backdoor or what. I don't know. Until we find out something, we just have to sit back and see. Mystery, what it do? N2, what it do, big homie? Salute to you, man. But we finna go back down to Memphis and we're gonna check out an interview that Fox 13 did with Miss Tanya Red Wing, mother of Latorian Hunt, aka Sayso Peso. Let's go.
It's been 2 months since a Memphis rapper was gunned down in front of a downtown hotel. 27-year-old Latorian Hunt, better known as Sayso P, was shot and killed outside of the Westin Hotel.
And tonight, only on Fox 13, the mother of Sayso P breaks her silence and shares her grief and pain after this tragedy. Let's go to Fox 13, Sierra Jordan live in downtown.
Sierra, you spoke.
Yeah, too. You said it happened 5 minutes from your crib. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. And that was a bad situation. That was a hella bad situation. They done dumped the man down. He didn't hit a telegram pole. Everything just looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Herb said, Hit, I'm happy for you, and I help however I can. Man, I appreciate you, bro. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Your support is most definitely appreciated. All you guys. Y'all know we family over here. Real talk. N2 says more than 20 markers on the ground. So they let off. They for real let off. And this from what it sounded like, it seemed like a targeted attack, you know? But yeah, let's see what they talking about with Sayso P.
Spoke with Sayso P's mom. What does she have to say?
You can imagine, Darcy, it hasn't been easy for Sayso P's mom for the past couple of months. She told me her son came back to his hometown here in Memphis to visit family and friends, but he never made it back to his.
Man, N2, I appreciate the super sticker, bro. Much love to you, man. I appreciate that 100%. Man, salute to you. Yes, indeed.
Mom in Miami.
We don't say goodbye.
A beloved son, a brother, and best friend. That's how Latoya Red Wing Buckmaster describes her son, Latorian Hunt, or better known as rapper Sayso P. Buckmaster says her 27-year-old son grew up in Raleigh. But after losing a close friend to gun violence at the age of 17, she says Sayso was eager to leave the Bluff City.
It was him that kept telling me, we got to get out of Memphis. This ain't where we want to be. This ain't where I want to be.
That is when Buckmaster says they moved to Miami. She explained to Fox 13 Sayso had big dreams and wanted to make it as a rapper and build something of his own.
He would tell me all the time, I jumped off the porch and chased my dreams. And I'm going to keep chasing them, Mom.
Buckmaster says her world shattered in March. Sayso returned to Memphis to visit alongside fellow rapper Sauce Walker.
He just could not let go of that. Memphis was his home. He still loved Memphis. He still wanted to be there, and I think he was homesick.
Then gunfire erupted outside the Westin Hotel in downtown Memphis. Both men were hit, but Sayso didn't survive. Just 5 days later, one of the suspects, Jaden Dandridge, was found dead in Houston.
He should have been able to come home and see his family. He should have been able to stay at the Westin. He should have been able to stand outside. I want to know why somebody felt the need to kill him, and he definitely didn't deserve it.
This is not the end of Sayso's legacy. Buckmaster says her beloved son opened up his own recording studio in Miami just 6 months before he was killed. His music lives on, but the silence he left behind is louder than ever.
Thank you for being an amazing son. He was truly an amazing son. And I know all parents think that. And I got it from here.
Now, Memphis police say there is still an active warrant for the second suspect, Kevin Brown. Sayso P's mom says the Crime Stoppers reward has increased. So if you have information about his whereabouts, please reach out to Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. Darcy, Daryl.
Fox 13 Sierra Jordan live in downtown Memphis here.
Damn shame. That's a damn shame. And that one right there leave us with more questions than answers, you know. It's just a weird situation, y'all. It's like, how in the hell did this man come back home and have somebody to knock him down, and the people that did it, well, one of the two, get found in Houston? That's crazy to me, y'all. And I can't get over it. And I know she can't get over it. I know Miss Red Wing can't get over it. And she said the case is not going to turn cold, but what it's looking like, I mean, we might get something out of the blue tomorrow. You never know. But I believe that whoever sent this hit cleaned up the loose ends. And that's not just saying The Jaden Danders dude. The other one could be gone too. Yeah, Sweetback Strawberry said, I bet the other one is missing. Yeah, I bet he is. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. We'll never get answers on Say So P. Some of that milk ain't clean. Absolutely. I don't think that we will either. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, fam. I'm looking at the back door too, big pressure. Um, I don't know why I feel like this, but I feel like Sauce got something to do with this, y'all. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because if this was a Memphis hit, nigga wouldn't run to Houston. Niggas would not run to Houston. You know what I'm saying? Why would you run to the why would you run to the stronghold of the niggas that you just hit? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's like a nigga might have went back to Houston to get paid and they got triple crossed. You feel me? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But that's what I'm getting off of it. I heard Sauce was in Oak Cliff. He popped up in Oak Cliff, but he didn't let nobody. He didn't make a big deal out of it, because you know his little partners was in Dallas the week before, and they got hands and feet and some more shit put on them. Ah, exactly, exactly. So you know it's a lot of stuff going on with them boy, man. And I want to say this. Miss Red Wing said that Say So P had just built a new studio in Miami. Um, and they had footage of the studio, had footage of her in the studio. Fam, for these niggas not to make no music, only person making music is Sauce. Where they niggas getting their money from? Y'all ain't never thought about that? I mean, like for real. Where these Sauce niggas getting that money from? I'm pretty sure that the federal government got the same type of questions. Cinematic Ken in the building. What's going on with it, home? Yeah, man. My dog. But just know it's a whole play going on. N2 said, unless you had a true mastermind to make that look like it's a Texas thing. Yeah. It's like, bro, all these Sauce Factory niggas, it's a million of them, and ain't nobody got no music that's like, you know, jumping like that. You know, you got Sauce Walker, and then you got Sosa Man, but that's it. You got 50 other niggas that's, you know what I'm saying, on the same on the same time, and Say So P with one of them. Where's niggas getting their bread from? That's all I'm saying, dog. That's all I'm saying. I think he may have Texas Bama, boy. You know what I'm saying? They just hit Saw when. I know they hit him with a little something a few years ago. That exactly, bro. I said the same thing, fam. The nigga that took his mask off is the one that came up stinking. Yeah. The one that took his mask off is the one that came up stinking. Probably moving. I think he moving. There it is right there. There it is right there. Yeah, he watching money with that Splash Factory. You know what I'm saying? But niggas ain't stupid. Niggas ain't stupid. These folks watching with Hawkeyes, man. They watching with Hawkeyes. So him taking that mask off. Him taking that mask off, and you gotta go. He took it off too soon. They ain't found nobody else involved. Absolutely. And that's what I was saying, fam. You took that mask off, they got your full facial features on cam. You see, other little bro, he didn't take his shit off. He didn't take his off, and he may stand a chance of still being amongst the living. We just ain't seen him. Pimp tight, what it do, man? He said, what's happening here? No, for real, where is the money coming from? Man, it's 50 of these niggas, man. Yes. And bro, you done just built a new studio in Miami? For real? You know how high that real estate is? Okay. Okay. Yeah, man. Something fishy coming from that. I swear. I swear, man. But y'all let me know something. Leaving Houston, I guess we go to New Orleans, man. What's going on with the inmates in New Orleans? And we ain't got no new updates. Y'all let me know something. Cause the last I checked, I seen a video. I seen a video with three of them just walking down the street like it's all good, like they, on San Andreas or something, Vice City. Them illicit activities. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did see this though. I did. When we all said from the jump, the D boys, what I'm saying, had some help from a female, and then when they popped up with the little clucker looking dude, we was like, hold up. So the janitor is the one that helped him? And then they come out to say that the janitor got held at knife point and told him to turn the water off. Yeah, they boy walking around like, what I'm saying? They walking around San Andreas. I'm talking about. Check this out.
Tonight, multiple Orleans Parish inmates are still missing as new video shows 3 of them.
Look at these niggas, man. These niggas ain't got nowhere to go. And the one that I thought was the smoothest and the cunning, the most cunning, he out here walking with these dudes, man. Well, I forgot what movie that was. You go your way, I go my way, type shit. Get your ass on, man. You tripping.
Walking through the CBD just an hour after their escape. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Devin Bartolotta.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. So no new arrests today as the search continues for those 5 men, but we've still seen plenty of developments.
And this afternoon, the governor signed an executive order directing multiple state agencies to take aggressive action to rebuild public trust and tighten oversight.
Meanwhile, a jail employee arrested yesterday is now saying he's wrongfully been caught in the middle. We'll explain in a moment.
But first, 2 area women are now in jail, accused of helping some of the fugitives after they broke out. Our Whitney Miller has the latest.
The search continues for multiple inmates who escaped from the Orleans Justice Center. Several have been captured, but others remain on the run.
They should be arrested for doing this.
We talked with a victim of one of the captured inmates over the phone. He asked to stay anonymous, but wanted to share how dangerous it is when people help these fugitives.
I would leave town if I was in.
See that? This showing you that they mean business. What about the girl that helped straight drop and Cornelius now? She just get off like that. She ain't got no paperwork. Man, listen, y'all. Everything I see, I damn near tied to the dog case. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? Old girl went and got these boys, got them some first aid and all this type shit. And they pull up at our house and they get well and you know what I'm saying, bandaged up and whatnot. And she don't get no charge. You see what they doing to these two homely looking women. You know what I'm saying? Real homely type looking women. So they got a third woman suspected of helping. Okay. Hey. Them boy can never become, absolutely not. I don't know how these niggas be sleeping. Boy, I go to sleep thinking about them white boys kicking the door in. You know what I'm saying? These niggas just walking around like they in never land. Hey man, salute to everybody. So lovely. What's going on with it, man? Y'all hit that like button for your boy. I ain't even checked the likes. But hit that like button for your boy, man. I appreciate it. And if you can donate to the channel, man. It's all love. I appreciate everything. For real. Divine Black Rose says, show up at my door breaking out. Man, listen. I swear to God, I'm going to lock your ass in the bathroom and call them people. I'm going to lock you in the bathroom and call them people. Hey, man, come get this nigga. Yeah, let me get that PPP money up out you. I need that like ASAP. For real. They cutting the $20,000 check. Yeah, let me get that. Yeah.
Anybody dealing with those 5.
Now, 2 people are behind bars, accused of helping some of them after they got out. 32-year-old Courtney Harris of New Orleans and 38-year-old Cravante Baptiste of Slidell were arrested. State police say Harris was in contact with one escapee who is still missing, and she allegedly drove 2 others around the city. Baptiste is accused of helping Corey Boyd, one of the inmates now back in custody. Investigators say she stayed in contact with Boyd and brought him food while he was in hiding. Boyd was arrested near Iberville and Treme. Right by this gated apartment complex, it's where officers focused their search before taking him into custody. At a press conference, state police made it clear helping fugitives is a dead end.
If you are helping and assisting these fugitives, allowing them to remain uncaptured and not brought to justice, there will be consequences.
Harris and Baptiste are charged with felony accessory after the fact, a crime that carries up to 5 years in prison.
The two that was arrested last night, they got 5 years they got to deal with now.
Frustration is growing in the community over how authorities have handled.
Shit, I thought they said up to 5 years. They just hit them with that 5 whammy off the bat. Oh my God. Damn, they not playing. They not playing. You better not wave at these niggas. You better not offer these niggas no gum, no nothing. Let them use your phone. You out of here. These folks are not playing. These folks different down there in Louisiana. They talk about Alabama and Mississippi so racist. They the most racist. No, these people down here, oh, they still got white. They still got black folks with white suits working in the governor mansion. They on that type of time. Trust and believe me. These folks don't play no games. Yeah. You whistle at these niggas, you're getting 5 years. Don't play with them.
The escape and the ongoing search.
I mean, on the other hand, I think that the sheriff should resign her position because.
Yeah, hey, the sheriff's so sad, bro. I feel bad for her and the other black dude, man. They been on they top major. And I'm thinking that these boys done broke out the Orleans Parish, you know what I'm saying? That's the old joint that gangster used to be in, Terrence Williams. Now they built a new one and they broke out of that one. That's crazy. Break out and stay in the area you arrested in is stupidity. Well, they ain't got nowhere to go. You ain't got no money, you can't move. Hey, you better start iking it and miking it till you wind up in Lake Charles or Shreveport or Bogalusa or Vicksburg, Mississippi. You got to get out of that, you know what I'm saying, surrounding area. You got to get out of there. Yeah, that's just crazy.
It seems like she doesn't know what she's doing, and I think that the jail doesn't know what they're doing either.
There is a $20,000 reward for information that leads to the capture of each remaining escapee. In New Orleans, Whitney Miller, WWL, Louisiana.
Lord have mercy. Hey, they say get little mama up out of there. She don't know what she doing. Well, I mean, you pay a decent wage, fam. Sometimes you gotta pay a decent wage, man. You got these folk risking their life for $38,000 a year. It doesn't make sense. You gotta make it make sense somewhere down the line. You know what I'm saying? You can sit up in your $500,000 house and talk trash about how these folk ain't doing their job, but shit, you ain't paying them nothing. You ain't paying them nothing. These folk ain't finna lay their life on the line to make sure these mass incarcerated people don't get out. If they get out, they get out. They outmanned, they understaffed, they underpaid. And as soon as something like this happens, you want to put their head on the chopping block. I mean, this is just as much a product of the system as the escapees, fam. Louisiana is a fool. 5 years for helping a fugitive is fair. 5 years fair for a fool. Yeah, you gotta be a fool. Do not help these niggas, man. You can't let these niggas. Come on, man. Don't get these niggas no Kool-Aid, no chicken, no cornbread, no nothing. Don't make these niggas no ham sandwich. You see them, you better look the other way. What did Isaac Hayes say? You better walk on by. You know what I'm talking about? You see these niggas, you better walk on by, fam. They are not playing with you. For real. Escape from jail, just getting some normal clothes and a few bucks is tough. Absolutely. That's why they still walking around in that same shit that they had on last week. Who finna get these niggas some clothes, man? Did they get paid? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Them boys talk their way into I don't know, whatever type of help they got. Derrick Groves on a mission, yeah. And it's sad because I did a video about Derrick Groves. Derrick Groves, man. Hey, Derrick Groves, he knocked off 2 of them at a Mardi Gras, and they still hadn't sentenced little bruh. They still hadn't sentenced little bruh, and he was awaiting sentencing. When the family found out that he had escaped, shit, they U-hauled it out of town. And nigga got to blend in New York or something. And any in the South ain't far enough. No, for real. Yeah, but can you get there? That's the whole thing. Can you get there? Yeah, you're gonna have to set up shop in New Mexico, Arizona type shit. Yeah, the South, they on the lookout. And to be perfectly honest with you, this whole case then went viral. So anywhere you go, man, they own your bumper. Yeah. Allegedly, it was for revenge. What you talking about, sweet babe? Let me know. Yeah. But yeah, grow. Yeah, I get what you're talking about. I get what you're talking about. If y'all don't know what she's talking about Derrick Groves and how they said that his grandma was knocked off by New Orleans police years ago. Yeah. Yeah, okay. There you go. There you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it sound good, but he didn't pull a situation like Buddy did in Cincinnati where Buddy went right back after the police after his folk got hit. No, he he done went and knocked some folk down at the Mardi Gras. You know what I'm saying? Nonchalant Keita. What's up with it? What's up with it? Is that my family? Yeah, you can change your name. I see you. I see you. What's going on with it? Yeah. But this what they talking about. Let's see what we hold on, y'all.
Dangerous.
Shout out to the fam.
Yeah, and I'm about to go with a 2. Get up with me. All right.
Dumbest nigga out the whole bunch. Kendall Miles went and yeah, shit. What's going on with it? What's going on with it? Yeah, the dumbest one out the whole bunch is Kendall Miles, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Kendall Miles went to the hood and went to doing a freestyle on Facebook Live. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
You fresh out, huh? Fresh out of jail. Stop playing.
What? Yeah.
We didn't know what was gonna happen. Wednesday, Jamar Robinson's family celebrated his birthday.
Love you, miss you.
Yeah, he was.
2 days later, they were in hiding after finding out that the man convicted of his murder had escaped from prison.
Just get all our family members out of the city.
Yeah, man. That nigga broke out of jail and went and did a first day out on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Crazy work. But yeah, this the family right here. They said they had to pack up their stuff and hit the road. And they said they're not playing with Derrick Groves, fam.
We had to get everyone out of the city. Didn't know what way we was going. Where we was going. Crying, devastated.
2 of Robinson's family members spoke with us over the phone. They asked not to be named for their safety.
The news, I see the boys pulling on the door. Like, this prison was just recently built. And you mean to tell me the doors was that easy to pull apart?
Family, I had to know I was going to give y'all the story about the inmates who broke out just 72 hours ago, right? And during that time, I was taking a mental break myself. But I was keeping up what was going on. And rest assured, you knew I was going to bring it to you.
All right, squad. Let me ask y'all this question. Now, we know that the janitor turned the water off. And that's cool. But what about these bars that's still up there? A nigga, I can see where a nigga then, you know what I'm saying, raise one leg over and scoot it through there. I can see that. Boy, you better not. Hey, you 180, you pushing it. I'm just saying, if you 180 pounds, you probably ain't getting through that little bar right there. You pushing it for real. Said left jobs and some more shit. I respect them wanting to live for real. I mean, that gotta be what they call it. You know what I'm saying? That's personal time right there. That's a leave of absence like a mug. Y'all gotta respect that.
You guys' attention. I'm just saying, oh, how we so used to this type of behavior that now on social media, it's a sports bet going on the last person who's going to be apprehended. Now, one of the last people who's still free is a man who some would say not to be F with. A man who accused of killing 4 people just so happens to break out just 2.
So, they said they did it at gunpoint. That's the crazy part. Not gunpoint, knife point. My bad. The hell I'm talking about. Yeah, knife point. So they say it was forced, and then y'all remember how they said it was 11 of them at first. Then they just kind of finessed that thing and brought it back to 10. Fam, one of the 11 never did escape. They didn't put their man information out there for nothing. That's crazy too. New Orleans, you got to get it together.
2 days after one of his victims' birthday. And as I went over his case before bringing it to you guys' attention, I gotta be real. This man managed to escape life in jail twice, which we'll later discuss. And on the 3rd time, he took a plea in less than 2 months before his sentence. After the state been trying to fight against this man for almost a decade, he managed to escape prison. Now, while everybody making sports bets, you got real life victims, families who's fearing for their life, who don't know what to do as this suspect walked the streets free. Today, we're going to go in chronological order who got caught. Briefly talk about their charges, but I want to go over the charges of one man in full detail. A man accused of 4 bodies and a managed to escape jail just 2 months before being sentenced. I even saw one dude get caught after going on social media with his homie, drinking some apple juice, saying fresh out, like he ain't just break out. Not to mention, as the reward creeps up to $20,000, a $10,000 reward was given to a man who found one of the inmates just sleeping at the bus stop. He tapped.
Man, that's the easiest 10 bands a nigga come up on. You done just found a nigga at the bus stop. You seen how he walked up on, hey, say, brother. Say, little brother, let me holler at you. Why? Let me holler at you, little brother. Let me see what's going on. That man came up on 10 bands. Lucky mother, you know what I'm saying?
Them on his shoulder as he record before calling 911. Today, I briefly show you each scenario. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. A manhunt for inmates who escaped from a New Orleans jail by fleeing through a hole behind a toilet entered its 5th day on Tuesday. As officials in...
Hey, yeah, that damn Derrick Rose, he a menace. He a menace. Neck long and tall as the cost of living.
Increased the reward for the capture of the fugitives. 6 of the 10 remain at large as of Tuesday.
Facts, press.
These stunning images from inside a New Orleans jail cell where 10 inmates, some charged with murder, escaped, sparking an urgent citywide manhunt. The toilet dislodged from a cell wall, exposing an opening. Scrawled on the wall above, "We innocent and too easy," with an arrow toward the hole where they escaped, out of view of the officer on duty. Authorities say it happened just after midnight when the inmates broke a lock on a cell door.
Earlier, like for real, squad, how long do a nigga have to be? You know how long it takes for them to make the little big head man and write all them little statements on the wall. These niggas was left unattended for a minute, Jack. We innocent. Too easy. T.O. Easy. Yeah, these niggas was left unattended for a minute, just playing around.
Here today, the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office discovered that multiple incarcerated individuals escaped from custody. What we know right now is that during a routine head count at 8:30 this morning, it was determined that several detainees were unaccounted for. Immediately upon discovery, OPSO activated emergency protocols and launched a coordinated response to locate and return these individuals to custody.
That had breached or escaped our custody. Those individuals right now were named. So 1 through 11, Antoine Massey, Linton Van Buren, Jermaine Donald, Leo Tate, Kendall Miles, Derek Groves, Corey Boyd, Gary Price, Robert Moody, DeCannon Dennis, and Keith Lewis. All of those suspects are considered to be armed and dangerous.
Fast forward Tuesday, May 20th, 2025, a New Orleans Parish maintenance worker was arrested on Monday on allegations he helped facilitate the escape of 10 inmates from the Orleans Justice Center last Friday. Sterling Williams, 33 years old, was booked on 10 counts of principal to simple escape and 1 count of misconduct. Sources say Williams is a maintenance worker who turned off the water to the cells where the inmates escaped. Williams claimed one of the inmates, Antonio Massey, threatened to shake him if he didn't turn off the water, according to sources. As you just saw, security footage shows the inmates escaped through the hole behind a toilet, broke through a wall, and exit through a supply dock. 3 cameras in the unit were reportedly turned off. OPSO has admitted the escape was aided by defective locks and possible.
I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, fam. It looked like they putting the blame squarely on the shoulders of all of these black folks. Man, hey, it is what it is, man. They putting the blame squarely on the shoulder of this lady and 2 more dudes. You know what I'm saying? And then they bring up the janitor, like the janitor, you know what I'm saying, was in on it. But the nigga, they bumped down on the janitor and made him do it. So it's like, man, it's a whole narrative being painted behind the scenes with this. You know what I'm saying?
Eternal assistance. Now, the men range from 19 years old to 42 and face a variety of charges, including aggravated assault, domestic abuse, battery, and murder. New Orleans Police Department Superintendent Annie Kirkpatrick warned that the fugitives are dangerous in the news conference on.
What's up with it, Ken? Yeah, I can believe that.
Over the order on everyone arrested. I want to briefly go over everybody's criminal history, or at least why they was arrested. Gary Price, 21 years old, charged with attempt first-degree murder, domestic abuse, and aggravated assault. Gary was the 4th of the 10 inmates who was captured after he was seen on the neighboring Ring doorbell camera going into an abandoned home. Next is Linton Van Buren, 26 years old. He was arrested in 2021 for second-degree murder and robbery. Van Buren was still awaiting a trial date. The incident happened on November 29th on the 9700 block of Chief Highway. The victim was identified.
Like, for real, Ken, man, pimp tight. Ain't number curly heads. You see it. They putting the blame square on the shoulders of the black folks.
That's Ariel Brown, 34 years old. Next is Antonio Massey. He's 32 years old. That's the one the maintenance worker said threatened him with a shank. He was arrested for DA involving strangulation and theft of a vehicle. Massey has a history of refused DA charges. The next suspect is Leo Tate. Now, Tate just 31 years old. He was facing second-degree murder charges and attempt second-degree murder charges in connecting with the 2018 shooting in which a 19-year-old woman was killed and a 16-year-old was sent to the hospital. You see, he accepted a plea deal in 2018 and the murder-related charges were dismissed. But he was convicted of obstruction of justice and was sentenced to 10 years. The next is...
He had the smallest amount of years. He even beat 2 bodies, came back and got 10 years. He probably would have got out sooner, but he did this dumb shit. Now they finna tack another 10 on. It's finna be crazy. Yeah, they hadn't got all the inmates yet, James. We still at 5. You got 5 still lurking. And you know what I'm saying? But we're just giving a little recap and talking about the females that helped these inmates once they got on the outside. And whatever help they aided and abetted these guys with, got them 5 years each.
Corey Boyd, 20 years old. He was arrested back in May of 2024 and faces charges of second-degree murder, attempt second-degree murder, obstruction of justice, and threatening a law enforcement officer. Boyd was among 3 people who were charged in the death of a man who caught the group burglarizing cars. Next is the oldest of the group, 42-year-old Jermaine Donald. He'd been charged with second-degree murder and aggravated battery and possession of a firearm. Now, Kendall Miles, he's 20 years old. Miles was among the escapees, but was captured by the Louisiana State Police. Miles is facing charges of attention to conceal a weapon, introducing contraband into a prison, and possession of contraband.
I got my money on the oldest one. I don't think Derrick Groves. I think Derrick Groves gonna, you know what I'm saying, he gonna have a nice food tray in the hole for Memorial Day. I think that'll happen back in there before Memorial Day.
Miles previously escaped the Bridge City Center for Youth and was accused of robbing and carjacking a man in New Orleans in 2022. He was indicted on attempt murder and carjacking charges. Police said at the same time of Miles' arrest, he shot the carjacking victim twice before taking his vehicle. Now, the next inmate was Robert Moody. Moody, 21 years old, had been booked into the jail on weapons and drug charges. He was also charged with obscenity in July 2024, but he pled not guilty to all charges. Moody was captured on the 3500 block of 2nd Street with the help of a Crime Stoppers tip and is back in custody. Next is DeCannon Dennis, 24 years old, facing illegal weapon charges, extortion, kidnapping, armed robbery, and theft charges. He was apprehended on Dale Street. Now, last but not least, some would say would be considered the most dangerous person on this list, which is hard to believe. Derek Groves, 27 years old, was convicted in October 2024 in connection with the killing of 2 people during Mardi Gras in 2018. But before we go over those charges and how he just now took a plea in 2024, I want to talk about Derek's grandmother. His grandmother's name was Kim Marie Groves. On October 1994, a man named Davis, a New Orleans police officer, targeted Groves because she filed a complaint against Davis with the Internal Affairs Division of the New Orleans Police Department, alleging that he engaged in police brutality. Davis had a relationship with Hardy, a New Orleans drug dealer, in which Davis exchanged police protection for favors. Davis recruited Hardy and Hardy associate, causing to kill Groves. Davis and Hardy planned the murder and subsequent cover-up. Hardy was the trigger man who killed Groves. And how we know all this? Because his partner later testified against him in cooperation with the state for a lesser charge.
Damn.
You see, families for a victim identified as Jamar Robinson and Brian Jackson, as well as the New Orleans community, was excited after a unanimous and powerful verdict on a Friday, October 18, 2024, in the case of Derek Groves. Groves was found guilty on all counts, 2 charges of second-degree murder and 2 charges of attempt second-degree murder. The conviction stems from the tragic events of Mardi Gras Day in 2018, when what should have been a day of celebration turned into one of unimaginable loss. The shooting claimed the lives of Jamar Robinson and Brian Jackson, while leaving the 2 other victims physically and emotionally scarred. The case garnered widespread attention, not only because of the horrific nature of the crime, but also due to the numerous trial attempts required to achieve the conviction.
Yeah, I think they did like 3 trial attempts just to get a conviction on him. They finally got one, and he was waiting to be sentenced. I think they were gonna sentence him either next month or July, but yeah, he done popped out. He probably finna get life. Yeah, and just a you know what I'm saying, a side note, every one of these boys that they catch, they're not going back to Orleans Parish. They're going to Angola. Yeah. The big house. Yeah. Louisiana's version of the big house. Man, if y'all ain't hit that like button, y'all take this opportunity to hit that like button. That like button is waiting for your assistance, fam. And if you can donate to the channel, it's very much appreciated. Yeah, let's keep going.
Initially, Groves was convicted in 2019 alongside his co-defendant Kendall Barnes. However, the passage of a new law required unanimous jury verdicts for felony cases permitted a retrial in January of 2023. A mistrial was declared after the one of 12 jurors inappropriately read media accounts of the case, and a subsequent trial in June 2023 ended with the deadlocked jury. The evidence against Groves was overwhelming. The prosecution, led by Assistant District Attorney Forrest Led and Zachary Creel, presented a compelling case. 3 eyewitnesses courageously testified, identifying Groves and his co-defendant as the gunman. Cell phone records further dismantled Groves' alibi, placing him at the scene of the crime, while ballistics testing confirmed use of an AK-47 during the attack of what should have been a joyous Mardi Gras family gathering.
And see, that's why I say, you know, these 2 incidents ain't got nothing to do with each other. I understand his grandma, you know what I'm saying, got knocked off by the police back in the early 90s, but that really ain't got nothing to do with what he is incarcerated for or was incarcerated for. It's like they just found something and just kind of stuck it together, you know what I'm saying, to make a better storyline. But yeah, I don't think one got nothing to do with the other.
In July, he was set to be sentenced. And in return, he escaped jail just 2 months prior, leaving the family of the victims in fear for their lives.
Years in the making, a man accused of killing 4 people 2 on Mardi Gras Day back in 2018. He was found guilty on several charges, including second-degree murder.
WDSU reporter Ariel Brumfield joins us live from the DA's office with how this verdict is impacting the families involved. Ariel?
Well, you guys, this guy has hurt a lot of people, and it's been several years at this point. Investigators in this case says that Derek Groves, he is going away for a very long time.
FBI Homicide Unit Chief.
A guilty verdict now landed 6 years in the making. Derek Groves, a man accused of killing 2 people Mardi Gras Day in 2018 and injuring several others, pled guilty on Wednesday to several charges.
A jury returned a unanimous and powerful verdict in the case of Derek Groves. Now, Groves was found guilty on all counts, 2 counts of second-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted second-degree murder.
Investigators say Groves opened fire on a house party on St. Claude with AK-47 rifles, killing Jamar Robinson and Byron Jackson. 3 eyewitnesses and cell phone records helped dismantle Groves' alibi. In the trial, District Attorney Jason Williams says was nothing short of complications for the prosecutors and the victims' families.
The weight of their grief has been immense and a constant companion through every hearing daily, every delay, every setback. And while no court decision can bring back their loved ones or fully heal their wounds, this verdict provides a measure of justice.
But we learned Thursday justice is being served once again. 2 other victims Groves is accused of killing, Tyrone Francis and Woodrow Smith.
Derek Groves is a heinous criminal who ran terror down in the lower Ninth Ward for well over a decade. And that reign of terror has been ended. In fact, today, Derek Groves pled to 2 more murder cases.
Groves pled guilty to 2 counts of manslaughter and 2 counts of second-degree murder. And we're told Groves will be serving his sentences consecutively.
No one tell us anything. You know, we had to leave work. We didn't know what was going to happen.
Wednesday, Jamar Robinson's family celebrated his birthday.
Love you, miss you.
2 days later, they were in hiding after finding out that the man convicted of his murder had escaped from prison.
That's crazy.
Just get all our family members out of the city. We had to get everyone out of the city. Didn't know where we was going. Where we was going. Crying, devastated.
2 of Robinson's family members spoke with us over the phone. They asked not to be named for their safety. Robinson and another man, Byron Jackson, were shot and killed on Mardi Gras in 2018. Derek Groves was arrested for their murders. Late Friday morning, someone they knew called the family and told them that a group of inmates had broken out of Orleans Justice Center.
Fam, that's the crazy part about it. These folks ain't call and tell them people nothing. You know what I'm saying? No, the Orleans Parish, district attorney, nobody called these folk and told them nothing. These folk had been escaped for hours before they found out that Derek Groves was, you know what I'm saying, out here moving around, bouncing and shaking with the gym population, you know? And when they found out, they packed that shit and got up out of there. I don't blame them. But, you know, unless it's something that we don't know, I don't think Derek Groves, you know what I'm saying, really care about these folks the way he want to go back and finish the job type ish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it was a menace. He was a straight up menace.
Groves was one of them.
No one notified us. No one tell us anything. You know, we had to leave work. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know how Derek Groves felt like with this process of us. You know, either he was coming for us. We didn't know.
They say they went to a nearby police station and 2 officers escorted them home. They grabbed what they could, got the family's young kids, including Robinson's son, from school. Then they left. By that time, Groves had been out for hours.
We just didn't know what to do at that point. And I'm so angry with the Orleans Parish prison because it's like, when I look at the news, I see the boys pulling on the door. Like, this prison was just recently built. And you mean to tell me the doors was that easy to pull apart?
Groves was convicted of killing Robinson and Jackson in 2019. But the jury wasn't unanimous, and a Supreme Court ruling ended up throwing out the verdict because of it.
Yeah. It just be perfectly line with your fam. I sue the hell out of them too. I said, since y'all want to put all these black folks, you know what I'm saying, head on the chopping block and get them out the way. Yeah, let me get a couple of let me get 1.5 out y'all. How about that? Let's go for 1.5. Cause yeah, y'all playing games. Y'all ain't did nothing. Y'all ain't alerted nobody. This is negligence, gross negligence. You know what I'm saying? You take skin color and everything out of the equation, but that's gross negligence when you think about it. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not blaming the people that were in charge and in place. I'm blaming the people that hired them and had them understaffed. You know what I'm saying? Underpaid. You know, when you work a job that you really don't like and you just, you know what I'm saying, trying to pay a bill, you ain't gonna push your all into it. What the old folks say, you find something you love, you never work a day in your life type shit. Feel me?
The next trial in 2023 was declared a mistrial. The next one, later that year, ended with a deadlocked jury.
Then, finally, in October of last year, Groves was convicted again. His sentencing was set for July.
It's just crazy. It's like a soul that's not being healed. Because every time we move on from this, something come up.
Now, with Groves on the run, Robinson's family is trying to figure out what to do about their jobs and the kids' school. They're planning to stay hidden while they wait for justice again.
And so we're clear. There's a lot of false rumors going around. 6 of the 10 inmates as of Tuesday, May 20th, 2025, is still at large. Derrick Groves, Antonio Massey, Linton Van Buren, Jermaine Donald, Corey Boyd, and Leo Tate. I hope we was able to break this down to a T without it being too overwhelming. Fam, let me know how you guys feel about this one. This was the story of inmates who was able to break out of jail with the help of a custodian worker. Talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next.
Salute to the family TV, man. Always bringing that top-notch content. But yeah, man. Hey, let these folk out. These folk ain't called nobody. They ain't called nobody. Yeah. It's wild the way, you know, everybody sleep at the wheel. They got everybody in New Orleans sleep at the wheel, and you just want to blame these folks. But yeah, as more developments break, I'm pretty sure we're gonna keep you updated. That's what I'm thinking, Divine Black Rose. You know what I'm saying? That boy, if he got all of that on his head, he probably dead set on not going back under no circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if that's really what it is, you know, he probably go to the lower 9th ward. Shout out to the lower 9. If y'all know, that's where the water came from in 2005 for Hurricane Katrina. Them levees on the lower 9th bust open and, you know, flooded the city. But I'm pretty sure you go down there, you can somebody gonna help you. Somebody gonna put something in your hand to get these people up off you. Yeah. That's just how it works. Wow. Hold up, y'all. Hey. Hold up. That's crazy. Pay attention to the details of the picture. Man, that's what I've been saying with your emoji dropping ass. Big Pressure gonna drop that thinking emoji 35 times. That's what I'm saying, though, Pressure. For real. Hey, let's look at something else, man. Cause this is wild what I'm seeing. Let's see here. All right. J-Rail, what it do, big home? Salute to you, man. Y'all clap it up for my dog J-Rail in the building, man. Yeah, salute to you, big homie. So, check this out, man. I'm hearing that DJ Academics was detained at his home after someone called and said he hit somebody. You had to watch this. You had to watch this game. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, salute to you, J-Rail. Let's check this out. It's music. Salute the music again. Music rolling these hoes out.
Make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Yes, I said subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. It's free. Do it for me. This your boy Music 101, the street reporter, and I'm back with another video. Let's get into it. Academics detained outside of his home after fans swatted him. He said, had my police department pointing 15 ARs at me today.
Damn.
Let me just tell y'all something. For the people that don't know what swatting is when people is watching somebody live stream.
Yeah, if y'all don't know what that is, see, we ain't big enough for all that, thank God. Well, they can see you on live stream, and then, you know what I'm saying, they want to be such a troll that they want to call the police and say that you done did some crazy stuff. So the police kick your door in while you on live stream, and they get a chuckle out of it. Why I tell you, thank God we ain't got that type of audience.
Stream, and they know where they at. They know the address. They call the police and tell the police, hey, this person got somebody hostage. This person was online saying they was going to unalive themselves. Stuff like that. Police swarm, SWAT team come. They take every call serious. Yes, they know people be swatting, but every time they come out, they take it serious because it is a lot of calls. That's very well true. Academics took to social media and showed his Ring camera and said, y'all trolls swatting ain't cool. Had my whole police department pointing 15 ARs at me today. Just watch the stream and have fun. Don't try to get me clapped. Salute to my police department though. Absolutely professional.
I remember when they did that to him, but it wasn't when they did it to him, it wasn't swatting. See, this is the thing about swatting, gang. When they do swatting, usually you come out, you put your hands up, they find out it's a false alarm, and you go back to doing what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? When they came to bro house and bro was fussing at them like, I'm live. No. Yeah. He went to jail that night. Because he had actually done something. Yeah, he went to jail that night, got mugshots and everything. See, the situation with academics is one that I've seen a lot of times. It's happened with Cassinet. It's happened with I Show Speed. You know, the younger bloggers, you know what I'm saying? Where they, Pretty Pearl, what's up with it? Where they call the police on you, have them police come out and raid your spot just so they could see it on live stream and it give everybody a good laugh, a good chuckle. And then they get to the bottom of everything and you can go on about your day. You can go on back live streaming or whatever you want to do. But yeah, old boy that you were talking about, nah, that wasn't swatting. They wanted him for real. Yeah, they wanted him for real. Yeah, real talk. Look at this, y'all. This shit crazy.
And like I said, a lot of times they be knowing what's going on, especially when they know who the person is. Like they know that person, the streamer, they know 9 times out of 10, they getting swatted. For example, somebody like Speed. When Speed is in the United States, he always getting swatted. And they at a
Yes, especially Speed. I don't know, y'all probably don't know about I Show Speed, but he is a little blogger out of, I think, Speed out of Cincinnati, but they swat him on the regular.
Point now, when they pull up, they see his Speed. You streaming? Yeah. Okay, cool. And they leave. Academics went on to say,
oh, leave, man. Yo, check it out, man. Yo, today, interesting day. Number one, first of all y'all trolls, please just enjoy the stream. We having a good time, man. We the number one media entity in the world. Ain't nothing bigger than the chat. We got 30, 40,000 people watching. We the best at covering this Diddy trial. Don't worry, right? For the new people who coming in, man, please, man, stop doing the weird shit, man. Like, yo, I'm a black man in America, man. Don't be calling no goddamn SWAT. What happened today was my police department, they claimed they got a call from a woman who claimed to be my sister. I don't got a sister. Who claimed that somebody got shot at my crib. They hit me up. My phone was off. I'm streaming 8 hours a day. You know me. I'm on the grind. They pulled up about 30 cars. You know what I mean? They had to do what they had to do. Took me out. You know, put me in custody real quick and searched the crib. Obviously, nobody get shot in my crib.
He posted more footage and said, "Salute to my police department."
That's crazy, bro. And listen, yeah, he do a good job on this, man, bro. Be on as far as the Diddy trial go, he doing 10-hour live streams, fam, with 30,000 people in there. Crazy work, crazy work. Today, I guess they shut him down early. That's crazy, man. Listen, whoever, it ought to be a law to where if you are swatting another person and you go out, they go out on a false alarm, they trace that number and they go arrest that person, fam. Because you never know how somebody gonna react to having AR-15s pointed at their grill. Look at this neighborhood. You think the homeowners association is gonna want to vote him off the village, vote him off the island? You see what I'm saying? Man, you keep a heavy police presence over here, fam. What's really going on? Yeah, because you got a couple of young Anglo-Saxons on your live stream that want to play. Arrest their ass, fam. Yeah, I don't deal in none of that. Doxing, swatting, none of that. I don't deal in none of that, fool. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. You know what I'm saying? But you see it all the time. Swatting, not so much. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a big dog for them to, you know what I'm saying, come at you like that. But I done seen folk in CPS called on them. I done seen folks get their whole life story read out on this internet, and it's crazy work. Why would you do anybody like that, fam? It's the sheer level of miserable-hearted people in our community is literally astounding. So let me say this: a lot of these, man, listen, y'all can kind of gauge the people in this chat. You know what I'm saying? Grown folks over here, right? You know what I'm saying? Good people. I want to say 30 to maybe 50 plus in age. Academics is dealing with 17 to 25. The majority of them are white kids and trolls. You know what I'm saying? There it is. There it is right there. The majority of them are just trolls, man. And they get a kick out of that. You know what I'm saying? Let's call the police and send the police over there. Why I got 20,000 people on a live stream. It's crazy work. Crazy work, man.
And F you trolls. Swatting isn't cool. That's how young Scooter died. And he's absolutely right.
Yeah. Damn right. That's how young Scooter got unalived. You know what I'm saying? This boy got a massive house. Y'all see this? Oh, this nigga doing it wonderful. Salute to academics.
You guys know me a lot, man. Y'all really come out here and do this?
We tried. We have people inside trying. If we're here, we got people behind.
Police don't know if these calls real or not. So when they come 15, 20 deep, guns drawn, and people don't have an idea or a clue what's going on, sometimes they might be flinching and moving wrong, might have a firearm on them or whatever the case may be, and end up getting shot and killed. But just like Scooter's situation, Somebody called the police, lied, said somebody had somebody hostage, a female hostage, done beat up, and gunshots went off. And when the police came, Scooter ran, injured himself, and lost his life. That's swatting. That's swatting, man. This stuff is serious, and I really feel like they gotta crack down and start charging these people with real hardcore felonies and making these people do time.
Facts.
Because if they don't, these kids is gonna stay playing on the 911 call. Why is 15 police officers at somebody's house for a false call? Mind you, Lil Ray done got popped down the street and the police can't even react because they already on another call. Or a lady or a kid just got kidnapped.
Then they got big ass Amazon boxes out there just getting soaked in the rain. Boy, I tell you, must be nice.
And they can't get there in time because they already on another call. Got the whole police force on a false call. But y'all get in the comments and tell me what you think about this situation, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications. It's free. Do it for me.
Yeah, man. So that's what swatting is, and it can get wicked. AK-47. A lot of times King AK-47 have weapons in close proximity, along with, you know, drinking alcohol. Or you got somebody like Crisco that's, you know what I'm saying, blowing on the good gas, and somebody swat him and they run up and down. You see what I'm saying? It could get ugly, fam. It can get ugly. And people playing, bruh. People just be playing for no reason. It could really get wicked. Yes, it could have went bad, bro. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine. I just said that person need a charge, but it disappeared. Yeah, it definitely need a charge. Yeah, man, shit dangerous and serious, man. So just imagine you got a good guard at gas, or you got you a raw rap packed to the brim. You know what I'm saying? And you just blowing good and talking on the internet. Next thing you know, Johnny Law come beating on the door. You know what I'm saying? And depending on where you stay, that, you know what I'm saying, that rap might not be it might not be legal. I'm just saying. Yeah. Hitter is 47. Okay. Not a fan, no. He good people. He good people. Yeah, he good people. I man, when I tell you, I respect the grind, I respect the ascension, how that man just, you know what I'm saying? I seen this man at his lower point. I think when I first started watching, he had like 29,000 subs. Now he at like 250,000. I don't hate on nobody. I can talk about it. I can talk about it just like, you know what I'm saying, you guys. And he really came up. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. Yeah, I respect the hell out of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, a lot of these kids, man, they around here playing. Around here playing. They need their dough kicked in the same way that they getting these people doors kicked in. They need to have their doors kicked in. When they find out that it's a false alarm, yeah, go kick their shit in and let them see how it is. Just heard someone say he haven't been posting just welfare check. Yeah, he was on IG today. He was on IG today. He just started popping back out. He probably be live tonight. Yeah. People just died. People have died. Yes, absolutely. That's what we talking about with Scooter. You know what I'm saying? And Scooter was one of the ones that, you know, everybody not gonna react the way the academics reacted when the people come. And it just so happened that people like Speed, you know, he young enough to where, you know, he don't do nothing crazy. He don't do nothing crazy. But you can get certain people that'll pop out and like Scooter. Man, all of your police coming, man, I'm out of here. And you know what that's finna turn into. You know what that's finna turn into? Another mess. You know what I'm saying? And it's mighty funny. It's mighty funny that that young lady, she in jail right now. I don't even know if she got a bond for that. You feel me? Hmm. So it's always better to be cautious and just enjoy the stream. Shit, you ain't enjoying the stream to the point where you gotta send the police over to a nigga house. That's crazy. That's crazy, fam. And you know it gotta have some form of hacking involved too, because how you know where this man live at? You know what I'm saying? So that's something to think about. Um, fam, what y'all think about this Diddy trial? Just real talk. What y'all think about this Diddy trial? Are y'all freaked out enough? Or y'all have y'all had y'all feel of baby oil and you know what I'm saying? It's just, Kenny Adams, what's up with it, bro? I think I'm cool on all of that shit. I've been following it, trust and believe. I've been following it, but it's just like, God dang, bro. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of hearing about it. She got one, couldn't make it if if serving myself correctly and not allegedly. Okay. A nigga can appreciate a good prank, but in my boosted voice, come on, man. Yeah, for real. For real. I'm waiting on the other 4 victims part of it. What about I heard Al B. Sure gonna take the stand. Is that true? Is that I've been out the loop, gang. Is Al B. Sure gonna take the stand? I know Kid Cudi took the stand today and he talked about, you know what I'm saying, his whip getting blowed up and his house getting broken into. It's crazy. I wish they get to what they want to nail him for. And, you know, they trying to make a case. They slowly building this thing up, man. Just to be honest with y'all, it's looking crazy because they came out with the star witness. You know what I'm saying? So the build up is everything else is kind of anticlimactic. You know what I'm saying? Now it'll be a crazy day when Al B. Sure get up on that stand. Trust and believe that. If Al B. Sure get on the stand like I've been hearing, oh, that's gonna be wild. Hmm. Yeah, must see TV. Must see TV because people didn't call Al B. Sure delusional, crazy, a whack job. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, he might not have been as crazy as people say. You know what I'm saying? The other victims haven't been identified yet. Could be more. It could be. It could be. So I can't I can't entertain his case. It's too sickening. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It is. It is, and is it got the algorithm in a chokehold. Just to be honest with y'all, they got the algorithm in a chokehold. All this baby oil, Astroglide, all the medication, and you know what I'm saying. I want to do a video on it. I want to drop content on it, but it's like, damn, 10,000 people on this app didn't drop content on it. Al B. Sure just lost his mom too. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Prayers up and condolences for the mom of Al B. Sure. But they were saying tonight that, you know, Al B. Sure he really one of the last holdovers from, you know what I'm saying, that Uptown era. I don't know what Father MC is. I know Jodeci and them is out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Mary J. But yeah, when you think about it, Andre Harrell, out of here. Kim Porter, out of here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Christopher Williams is, and I think he like it that way. But Al B. Sure is one of them last ones, man. Mm-hmm. If Keefe D walk in, he really old. They are not bringing Keefe D. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they making comics in. I'm pretty sure they making comics and comedy out of it. Yes, indeed. I wish we could see it. I really wish we could see it. Yeah. So yeah, it's just it's wild shenanigans. And they brought Kid Cudi in. Now, Lord have mercy, have mercy on Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi hopped up out the SUV smoking a Newport. Like, damn, who's smoking a car? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a new day. My boy hopped out the SUV smoking a Newport 125. Not a Newport 100. He was smoking a Newport 125. I'm talking about he was hotboxing that joint, hopping out the whip looking like Arthur Fonzarelli. I said, look at Kid Cudi, boy, ain't this about a bit? Yeah, I said, Father MC was cold. Yeah, what that joint treat them like they want to be treated. You remember that? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, Uptown Ruckus was the ish. It really was until, you know what I'm saying, Andre Harrell got rid of Puff. And, you know what I'm saying, I think Puff backdoored Andre Harrell and went over his head and got his boss to knock him down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Kid Cudi showed up like he was ready for this day. Man, Kid Cudi showed up like Arthur Fonzarelli, like he was about to hit the side of the jukebox and say, hey, man, this ain't Happy Days. What is you doing? Coming out with them tight jeans on, white t-shirt and a leather jacket. God damn, Kid Cudi. I ain't see you in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? He went and gave his testimony and then went live on IG and told people to stream his new music. I'm like, I didn't even know you had new music. Yeah. But yeah, people was happy to see him. And let's see what we got here. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Kid Cudi hopped up out that junk like, hey, Little Tuscadero. The hell you talking about, man? Check this out, y'all.
Cudi, did he do it? The jurors saw the actual cut, the hole in his Porsche, and then they saw the damage done from that Molotov cocktail where the red interior is ruined and darkened by the fire that started in his car. Cudi, throughout his testimony, insinuated that it was Combs.
Night terrors every night. Kid Cudi, who arrived to court in jeans and a leather jacket while smoking a cigarette, claims he was the focus of Diddy's jealous rage while he briefly dated Cassie. He testified he and Diddy met up months after the alleged car bombing at the Soho House in Hollywood.
People started laughing in the courtroom as he's describing how he first sees Combs. He said, I entered this room and Combs was looking out of a window with his hands behind his back like a Marvel supervillain. At the end of that meeting, Kid Cudi described shaking Combs' hand and saying, but let's talk about my car. And Combs said, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he just left.
This is a stressful situation. I'm glad it's behind me.
The Grammy winner, whose real name is Scott Mescudi, also testified he believed Diddy had something to do with a break-in at his house in 2011.
He got to his home and he described seeing gifts that were unwrapped and that his dog was locked away in the bathroom. Although there were cameras that he said were turned a different way that normally wouldn't have been turned. So whoever did break in was intentional. The defense pointed out that there was no forensic evidence, no video evidence of Sean Combs being a part of that break-in.
All right, so we are right.
Salute to Balaraj once again for the Cash App, fam. I appreciate you, Balaraj. Much love to you, man. What they are saying is the damn Porsche that got blew up of Kid Cudi's basically had female fingerprints on it. You know what I'm saying? That's what the defense is saying that maybe one of his females. Maybe he had a female that was disgruntled, and they ain't no female throwing no Molotov cocktail in no Porsche. Let's get that out of the way right now. You know what I'm saying? I like Brian Steele. You know what I'm saying? I love what he did for Thugger, but you know what I'm saying? This like WWE. Brian Steele, and now he working with the villains now. He working with the villains now. It's like, damn. And he got a cold team. Clyde Davis gave this guy all the power now. Clyde Diddy needs you now, and he's not gonna touch him. Nobody's touching Diddy. No. Clyde Davis is not touching him. Kevin Hart's not touching him. Fabulous, Trey Songz, Chris Tucker, all the other usual suspects. Nobody's coming in Diddy. This is worse than an Illuminati shaming ritual. If we just being 100 with it, this is worse than an Illuminati shaming ritual. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you got to look at it like this: to whom much is given, much is required. So you know what I'm saying? Diddy was top dog for a long time. So just imagine what that fall gonna be like. Just imagine what that fall gonna be like. 30 years of just, dominating. Even when you ain't hot, you hot. You feel me? That's what we looking at right now. We're looking at a man fall off a skyscraper. Bro is falling off a skyscraper. And Boosie is supporting him. The same person who had grown women. Yeah, right. And Boosie is the only one that's supporting him because Boosie is blackballed. He don't have nothing to lose. Boosie get out there every weekend and get his money. Boosie not finna have no movie roles. Boosie ain't finna have no podcast. He got Vlad, and that's all he need. That's all he want. He don't need no favors from the industry. He pretty much self-made. And so he the only one that's gonna pop out and speak his mind. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Only thing Diddy is missing is a charge for a body. He a bad boy for real. And I keep saying it, y'all. We always thought Suge Knight was the tough guy. We all thought Suge Knight was the tough guy. Yeah, Puffy was the little weak, sad bag of bones. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we just felt like Puff was like the softest cat on earth. Come to find out, Puff a real live, you know what I'm saying, shot caller, mafioso type. Man, let me show y'all this too. And if y'all rocking with my boy Double Tap, y'all gotta tap in. You know what I'm saying? Double Tap, he held with the shorts. And he uploaded one the other day that just was mind blowing. Let me let y'all see it now, because I don't want nobody to, you know what I'm saying, come for me. But hey, per Double Tap, check this out.
And next.
Who let a grown man put their butt naked hand over their mouth like that? Come on, fam. I'm waiting. Who let a grown man put their butt naked hand over their mouth like that? Whoo. Yeah. I'm waiting. Y'all let me know something. Cause it gets wicked. It gets wicked.
This question is,
do you see this nigga big, bruh? Look at this. Look at this nigga big, bruh.
Hey,
you see this shit? Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's see this shit, right? and not an icing on the cake.
Love you.
Damn.
Love you. Love you.
Y'all see this shit? Mama, look. Niggas wildin'. What the hell did we just see? What the hell? Man, Biggie sitting up here looking like Cassie. I love you too, brother. What the hell? Look at what the hell is?
Love you.
Y'all gotta let me know. Y'all gotta let me know, bruh. Puff been that one. He been that one. What? What? Look how he looking. R.I.P. Biggie. Yes. Yes. That's how you. That's that take you down look with the. That nigga looking like, yeah, I love you too, bruh. Look at this.
Love you.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Come on, man. For real? Boy, the whole 90s was a lie. We used to. Hey, if you lived through the 90s, then you know I ain't bullshitting. MC Hammer and Puff Daddy was the softest niggas in the 90s. Honorable mention to the nigga Domino with here we go with that room. You remember that nigga? Yeah. Yeah, you throw all them niggas in the pot. The softest niggas in the 90s, man. Yeah, come to find out, MC Hammer put hands and feet on you, had a whole Oaktown from 69th and all the way to 80, 87 in Brookville stomped down on you. Then you got Puff Daddy. Lord have mercy. But we just knew Puff Daddy was sweet, and he is. But this nigga had his hand and feet on people's necks. People necks, fool. Golly. Makes you wonder about a lot of them. Yeah. You ain't got to worry about Puff. You ain't got to wonder about Puff now. You ain't got to worry about Puff now. It's like Cypress saying he'll take the charge for whole guy. Where you at, Sight? Where you at? Yeah, Puff. Yeah, that was a wild statement. I wouldn't take a murder, but I'll take a pistol charge for Gotti. Shit. I ain't taking a parking ticket for Gotti. Hell out of here. What are we really talking about? That's crazy. Yeah, Hammer ain't soft at all, for real. Hell no. Wonder how many people Puff for blackmailing. Everybody. The little white dude that he was working for that said he had stole one of them pills from Puff and popped it and was at the party doing what he called the Diddy Bop. He said, I got that footage. I'm going to save it just in case I need it. Yeah, that's the type of energy Puff was on, man. Nigga Puff is a deviant, real live demon type dude. Yeah. And the whole situation with Kid Cudi, this girl was rocking with Kid Cudi, and then when Puff found out about it, she just slid back in the bushes like Homer Simpson on the little memes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to my dog Cyber, man. Cyber got to get it together, man. I'm not taking no charge for no another nigga. No, I don't care. Man, listen. No. Especially no Gotti. To be honest, This Diddy shit don't shock me. It don't shock none of us, I don't think. I don't think it shocked none of us. And to be honest with you, y'all knew what we thought they were gonna be. We thought this was gonna be, you know what I'm saying, Kevin Hart and Beyonce and Puff and you know what I'm saying, Amber Rose, all in a room with video on video. You know what I'm saying? Just a super sexual slugfest on video. That ain't this. That ain't this at all. What we got is a boyfriend and girlfriend, if that's what you want to call them, and whoever they want to bring into their circle. Yeah, that's what it is on a constant basis. On a constant basis. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I honestly thought some Bieber shit was about to come out. Yeah, a lot of people did, bro. I've heard folks say that Bieber say he not talking. I've heard folks say that he might take the stand. So I don't know as of right now. But it's looking like Al B. Sure gonna take the stand. And that's gonna be crazy. Why would you think Keefe D won't flip? Keefe D won't he'll tell anybody. They not looking for Keefe D. I think they feel like they got Keefe D. You know what I'm saying? They don't need Keefe D to flip. You feel me? They not finna go to Nevada and get him. I don't think they are. I really don't. I feel like if anything comes up with Keefe D and Tupac, it'll be a follow-up. Just in case they, you know what I'm saying? If they lose this, yeah, they might double back, swing the block, and try to get him on some, you know what I'm saying, puffing big type situation. The feds still have tapes. No telling what else they found to bring out in this case. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's too much. It's too much. What was in the pizza boxes the kids had to get rid of? Yeah, man, that's a new one. That's a new one, Kenny. I don't put me on game. I don't think I know about that, bro. The pizza boxes. What? I don't think I know about that, bro. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I mean, just think about all the stuff that the prosecution, well, the defense, think about all the stuff the defense then came up to present their case. And as bad as it is for Diddy, the defense been doing a good job. They've been doing a hell of a job. And which that's what you would expect for that type of money that's being paid out. He got 10 of the best lawyers in the country, specialty lawyers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they doing a good job, but yeah, this shit crazy. It can be beat. It can be beat. And what they doing is trying to discredit the fact that this is racketeering. They want to make it look like it's just, you know, two freakazoids, you know, two people that love to freak off and have people in their bed. They want it to look like T.I. and Tiny, basically. They want it to be like T.I. and Tiny, but you know, this is a little bit more into it. You know what I'm saying? And we've been hearing about T.I. and Tiny for years, but every time they try to throw it against the wall, won't nothing stick. You know what I'm saying? I think in this case, they got too many people, too many witnesses. Till it's bound to stick. It's bound to stick. You know what I'm saying? They said that Puffy had Cassie on the back of a plane back in 2010, beating the brake shoes off of her to the point where Cassie was like, don't nobody else see this shit? And people would cut their eye back there and cut their head straight back to the front of the plane. Because everybody wanted their plate, man. Everybody wanted their piece of the pie. Crazy work. Keefe D, if he hold out, he'll get a cushy deal in Las Vegas. Cold cases don't get much time now. And you know what? That could be the case. But this one is different. It's a different kind of cold case. We focus on the celebrity testimony. It's the employee testimony. Yes, it's the employee testimony that truly matters. Like the dude that, you know what I'm saying, said that he would set up the rooms, and, you know, he said he was brand new. He was a new hire. The first job he ever had in entertainment was with Puffy and, you know what I'm saying, his entourage. So when he seen that type of stuff, he thought it was normal. That's what he said. He didn't say anything about it because he legit thought the shit was normal. You know what I'm saying? And this must be how they get down in the industry. You know what I'm saying? But no, it was different. It was different. And nobody else said nothing. So he like, shit, I'm a rookie to this. I'm gonna move how they move. This is Fed Rico. I'm thinking deeper and bigger. Keefe D went down for Pac right before all this started, and Keefe D testified on the blog site. It could be. It could be. You know what I'm saying? We got to see. We got to see. I just don't think Pac gonna get brought into this case no more than he already been brought into this case. You know what I'm saying? And to that extent, has been nothing but like, you know, hey, we was out and about and we seen Suge and we got the guns, and yeah, I think that might be the extent of it. I could be wrong. I think they're gonna get something, but not exactly what they want. Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah, you gotta understand, you got some diabolical, sinister, just scientific attorneys on the defense side. You know what I'm saying? The employees are huge to a RICO. That's organized. Yeah, they got to show the organization, and they got to show the racketeering. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's gonna be huge. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. One thing that I don't like is, I'm gonna say this. I know a lot of people like Gene Deal. Gene Deal went to the damn trial just so he could say he was at the trial and run up another bag off of interviews based on the fact that he was at the trial. That's weak as hell to me, fam. That's weak as hell to me. I just wanted to go up there and look Puff in his eyes. The last time I seen him, he said something crazy to me. No, fam. Leave this nigga alone. You gonna beat a dead horse? You gonna kick him while he down? He don't need to look at Big Gene. No, you want to go up there so you can get, you know what I'm saying, more content and talk about it on damn Art of Dialogue. Shout out to Art. That's crazy. Same with her. Sitting up there like she on damn Harry Potter, like she on a damn Jordan Peele movie. Everything she say just deep as hell. Everything she say just deep as hell, like the world gonna end after she say it type shit. Get out of here. We also don't know what the other victims are saying he did, even though it wasn't charged specifically. That's true. That's true. Yeah, Gene Deal, full of it, bro. This nigga done seen everything but went a part of nothing. My favorite one is, yeah, fam. Ja Rule cousin came up, and he said, where's Ja? And I said, he in the room with Puffy. And he said, I'm going in there. He said, you're not going in there, son. You're not going in there. And he said, I'm going anyway. And right at that time, Ja Rule and Puff walked out the room. He's like, you don't want to go in there. There's a lot of freaky shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how Gene Deal do. It's crazy as hell, man. But salute to him, because he done made a real bag off of this shit, telling them 30-year-old stories. You know what I'm saying? He done made a real bag off this shit. The feds will bring in Suge Knight to testify if they have to. Diddy probably done. Nah, I think he is done. One thing you got to know, fam, Suge Knight is not going to take no stand on nobody. Suge Knight is not finna testify, bro. You know what I'm saying? we didn't seen this episode too many times. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen. I gotta say it. Whack 100 pissed me off, bruh. I'm talking about 110%, bruh. He stayed trying to incorporate Nipsey Hussle into this Diddy case, saying that Diddy was locked in with Lauren London. You know what I'm saying? And Diddy probably smashed Lauren London as well because her and Cassie were best friends at the time. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it do hold some validity. I'm not saying about the smashing part, but yeah, they hung together a lot. Let me see here. But it's always something to trash the legacy of Hustle, and I can't stand that. I absolutely can't stand that. As y'all can see here, I'm finna pull this up. Yeah. Lauren London reveals Diddy gave her the strength to speak at Nipsey Hussle's funeral. You know, stuff like this. We know that she was friends with Cassie and whatnot, but it's yeah. Let them people live. This ain't got nothing to do with them. Yeah, nothing to do with them. Period. You know what I'm saying? And I hate when people move like this. You always got some shit to throw in the game. Always. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me see here. Yeah. And it was out there. Trust and believe. It was out there. Because I've been here for pretty much all of it. Lauren London talks rumors that she's dating Nipsey after dating Diddy after Nipsey Hussle's death. Yeah. So I didn't seen pretty much all of this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Whole part about it is yeah. Here we go. Let me see if I can get to it. Hold on, y'all. Did I skip it? There it is. Y'all see that? At the Rock Nation brunch. That looks suspect, don't it? Y'all let me know something. Because I knew it. I felt like it looked suspect back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But if you follow Lauren London, Cross, Black Sam, Amani, that whole situation, you know that Lauren London has pretty much held herself in high regard and pretty much moved like a hermit since Nipsey Hussle's passing. Yeah. But it don't look bad until you look over her shoulder and see this nigga. This nigga got nothing but ill intentions. He got nothing but ill intentions. Hit the like button, fam. Where we at with the likes, man? Where we at with the likes, fam? Let's see here. Yeah, he got nothing but ill intentions. And we finna go into what Wack was saying about the whole situation in just a second. I got 47 like, man. I know it's a few of y'all ain't hit that like button. Y'all hit that like button, fam. Please hit that like button for your boy. And if you in the bushes hating, man, come on, man. Yeah, I ain't nothing to hate on, fam. Spread love. That's the Hit Squad way. You know what I'm saying? That's what we on. That's what we been on. So hit that like button. Do your boy solid. And we finna get into it. This is the Dancer Project. Pardon me if I skip ahead a little bit. And listen, this probably gonna be the last topic we cover tonight. I was thinking about Papoose and Remmy Ma, but I'm tired of them too. Tired of their ass too. You know what I'm saying?
It's your boy Danza, just one of the many faces of the machine known as the Danza
All
Project.
right.
Please do me a favor if you rock with us.
We learn more.
This
go.
is
a new episode of the Danza Project, something different that I wanted to do. I wanted to bring two very notable figures on the platform. There's a difference between me and the way I operate versus other people, and the main difference is I'm a professional dude. I like having dope ass conversations, right? Besides all the trolling shit that both of y'all are very capable of doing. At the end of the day, behind that, there's some real men behind.
So how long you been with your girl?
7 years.
So what you was doing with old girl last week?
Did it everybody in the industry that we like.
If I tell my woman
that I don't disagree with.
Listen,
They
listen,
come on.
You think if Diddy told Cassie make that happen with Laura, it wasn't gonna happen?
All right, let me go back just a
You
little
heard
bit.
me.
I think they have incredible.
The character trying to explain some shit, and my life been threatened.
So this is what you got right here. You got Charleston White talking about his whole little situation with him saying F Nip, and at the same time you got Whack 100 trying to slide his little jabs in on Nip talking about Lauren London. So that's where we at.
What you mean? What you mean?
You know when I said Nip, but not Earmus. So I explained that, and my life was threatened. When this came out and said that, I sat back and said, "Man, they finna kill that. If he lying, they finna do something to that."
So let me ask you a question.
And ain't nobody done
What's
nothing.
your issue with? Look, I don't got it. That's his sexual preference. Diddy up there wilding.
Yeah,
he finna let people know he was hitting Nip baby mama. You see, it's coming out because you know Cassie and her was best friends. So when a playing like the way Diddy playing, this is real shit. My woman right there. My woman's right there.
Did it everybody in the industry that we like.
If I tell my woman
that I don't disagree with.
Listen,
Diddy ain't finna say nothing about no damn he was hitting Lauren London. It's that bullshit, man. Anything to stay in the algorithm. And I don't know what the hell Charleston White got going on. This nigga got a boosted fade with a ball spot in the middle like Yafet Kodo.
Listen, you think if Diddy told Cassie make that happen with Laura, it wasn't gonna happen? You heard
I think they have incredible power. I would doubt nothing that comes out of that camp over there. I doubt
Okay,
nothing.
so that's what I'm saying.
We learn more shit than we ever needed.
But
to
my
know.
question to you is, because outside of his sexual preference, what problem did you have with Nick?
He a rolling 60 neighborhood crip, which is a detrimental organization to Black America.
Okay, now hold on. So will the kids listen to somebody that's not that, even though they're into that, to keep them from being that, or will they listen from the individual that's telling them not to be that, and you could do something different? Look at me.
That individual. That's only a small portion of our kids that's going into that. Most of our kids aren't going into that. Maybe in LA, in those small LA, Chicago, but outside of those two entities, our kids aren't automatically
Rolling
going into
60s
that.
deep as a mother in Texas.
But our
Are they
kids,
not?
but I would have never got exposed to it if I didn't never go to the boys' home. I would have never known nothing about rolling 60s had I never
But
went
where
to the
was
boys'
boys'
home.
home? Where was it located?
In the rural area
of Texas, right?
Yeah, of Texas.
Yeah, so yeah, these niggas, yeah. I get at the Whack. I get that title to the Whack. He got loose lips, but the loosest lips in America, that trophy gotta go to Loose Cannon and Brick Baby. Them niggas right there is the loosest lips in the United States of America. Hands down. Freedom. For real.
Before anything. So once I started listening to him, I heard a song where he say, "I'm gonna turn all these bitches into lesbians." Now
I didn't hear that song.
Now I see it's on.
So at that point you became an advocate for women.
I don't give a fuck about women.
Yeah,
I don't
ain't women. You say
no. Let me
you
finish. You asked me about Nip. Nigga,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
said, "I'm gonna turn all these bitches," and I'm saying, I got a daughter. So when I see that, I don't like gang members. Gang members don't do a motherfucking thing for Black people, but kill other Black people. During the police shooting, the gang members ain't rising up like that daddy did to go kill.
Anyway, he saw it as a good opportunity to clout chase and hitch his name to a popular name, a name that had just passed away, And yeah, classic clout chase. Ain't got nothing to do with his daughter. Ain't got nothing to do with gang members and the police. This is average, everyday clout chasing. This is what Charleston White do. Let somebody die that got a little motion behind their name. He gonna call them out. It ought to be. It's gonna be a special place in hell for people like that just clout chase to stay in the algorithm.
Kill nothing. When it's time to when the Mexicans do something to us, the same. So I'm saying the gang member. He just so happened to be one of them gang members. So when I go to his funeral, I find out why are people in my city celebrating this. I ain't never heard his songs or nothing. Don't know nothing about this.
Stop right there. I was one to say, and Biggie Smalls said it, you nobody till somebody kills you. Because Nip dropped his album 2019, right?
Yeah.
No, 2018.
Yeah.
He died 2019,
Yeah.
right? So that first year, the album did 50, 60,000 copies, okay? Even when he got killed, it still took another year after the death for it to reach platinum. If the boom, the persona that we saw from the world was real, it wasn't just no BS, that thing would have been platinum overnight.
So when
What does it matter, fam? That's my whole thing. What does it matter? Nip was a special type of creature. He had a cult following. For the folks that mess with Nip, they mess with Nip the long way. Nip was selling CDs for $100 a pop, and they was going. The rules don't apply to everybody, fam. Especially with a nigga like Nipsey Hussle with a cult following that's gonna bring him out either way. He had finagled this system so bad till he would have niggas coming out and he would do pop-up shops all over the country selling his music for $100 a pop. A lot of these niggas don't get half a shit off of these streams. Streams done really killed the rap niggas' pockets to the point where they got to get on the road and get that money how they live. You understand what I'm saying? Going and do these hole in the wall clubs and arenas. You know, if you blessed enough to be in an arena, you get your money that way. You understand what I'm saying? Nip was pulling up. Just imagine if nigga was selling CDs today. The average nigga probably getting anywhere from 15 to 50 cents off of a CD. Rest of it going to the record company. Nip pulling up selling these CDs for $100 a pop, pocketing it, all of the overhead, all of the money. And niggas hated that, bro. I'm sorry, niggas hated it. They hated it just as much as they hated Dolph. They hated it just as much as they hated Dolph skipping in line and getting to the front of the line independent. Let's talk about it.
I go to the funeral, I'm sitting and I'm listening because I'm here to find out who is this Nip guy. So I don't hear nobody really say Nipsey. I hear Earmiss. So when Lauren London's son got up there and said, last night, Earmiss came to me in a dream and he was in heaven. And he said, what's up, killer? So when this kid gave this detailed description of Earmiss, homie, it blew my mind. I put the blunt out and
he was the father.
I started paying attention. So then Lauren London spoke about him. So I said, nah, homie, Nipsey was a character like the WWE. This guy was intelligent. And then I got to talk to Big Syke after the funeral. Big Syke gave me a ride back to the house. Big Syke said Nip came up to him when he was about 11 years old and said, big homie, why you gangbang? And he said, I gangbang because I was born to. He said Nip told him at 11, he don't have the name Nip yet. Big homie, when I grow up, I'm gonna change the hood. Kid grew up to change the hood. So I fell in love with Earmiss.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
So that's so I'm painting a picture. D-Rap
Nigga wet 100. So yeah, all right,
if I'm looking from afar, I'm thinking Nip is a hardcore neighborhood roller, but nigga, this nigga was a compassionate guy. So I'm trying to show the kids, yeah, well, we see in these personas, but it's a flip side of a coin to these.
Well, do you think Denzel's a snitch?
Oh no, I don't know.
Well, he played one in American Gangster.
I don't think that, but
I'm saying he played one in American Gangster. So why can't
no.
they rap persona?
Because our kids think these are the personas. I with kids. I ain't talking to grown
So
folks.
what kids you talking about? You talking about the
What
kids?
is it? We know what
No.
actors.
I don't
We
know
know
what kids you talking about. I'm talking about the kids I know.
My son,
I don't know your son. I'm talking about the kids in my neighborhood.
But what do your son think?
My son know not to think. He been taught all that bullshit on TV.
So is it on the rappers or is it on the parents?
It's on the parents.
So question I have for you with this same thing. You also are a father. And when you hear messages,
I'm a daddy too.
Yeah, when you hear
father just biological shot you out. Daddy will take care of you.
Facts. Now, when you talk about being a father, being a daddy, right, and you hear a message like Charleston's, do you agree with his message, knowing that you don't want that for the kids?
No, I'm told even he know that. I'm told I tell the kids to go to police academy, goddamn military school, trade school. I tell them gang banging is the dumbest, stupidest thing I could have ever done.
But you on the internet exposing niggas every day. And you trying to tie Nipsey Hussle name into this Diddy trial, which is crazy. I'm not gonna go no further on this. If y'all want to check this out, go look up the Dancer Project. They do dope interviews all the time. Charleston White is a regular. This is the first time I'm seeing Whack on here. But yeah, these niggas is crazy, bro. They try to cloak they clout chasing in something different, especially Charleston White. Especially Charleston White. Whack 100, he don't really care. I don't really feel like Whack 100 have a I don't want to say he don't have a soul, but it's something in Whack 100 that, you know what I'm saying, anything to stay relevant. Same thing with Charleston White. To troll ass niggas, to just niggas that don't mean nobody no good, fam. For real. And some of the same games that he was running on No Jumper is one of the main reasons that Loose Cannon is not free right now. Brick Baby as well. He basically gave the laws to alley-oop to Loose Cannon, bringing him on No Jumper and putting a microphone in front of that boy. Loose Cannon is retarded, man. I don't give no damn what nobody say. Loose Cannon is slow. I'm talking about like 5'5" Crib. He's slow, like Crip Max slow. The nigga just ain't got his face tatted up. And this man, Whack 100, brought him and used him, put a microphone in front of his face and let him crash out for the world to see. Yeah. And Brick Baby, Lord have mercy. Brick Baby just, he just can't help himself. He just can't help himself. Both of these niggas way too old to be in the predicament they in right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Luce will tell it all. Luce didn't threaten to unalive folk on air. On air. In phone. I mean, over the phone. On air. On live. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, man. But that's the status of the internet. That's what the internet is. It's everybody crashing out and looking over their shoulder to see who watching just for clicks, views, and the clout that come with it. And for that clout, niggas is sitting in LA County right now. And to further notice. You know what I'm saying? Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, and Big U. Yeah. So, fam, listen, I wanted to pop out with y'all for a little bit. We done went for the last 2 hours and 20 minutes. And I hope y'all enjoyed the content, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the content. I enjoyed my time with y'all. Salute to everybody that pulled up to show love, from Big Pressure, So Lovely. My dog N2 and N2, salute for the super sticker, bro. I appreciate it 100%, bro. Ain't nothing but love. Divine Black Rose, much love to you. My dog Pimp Tights, salute to you, bro. Bala Roger, I appreciate it. Cash out, man. Kenny Adams, you know what I'm saying? The usual suspects, man. Cypress TV, you know what I'm saying? Lucky Me, Mystery 777. Everybody that came through to show love. Mac Name Ace, Michelle Cowan. Y'all know how it go down, man. Listen, bro. We're popping back out tomorrow. It's the weekend. It's a 3-day weekend too. So you know we got to show naked ass tomorrow. Pause, no Diddy. But yeah, we finna act a fool tomorrow, man. So y'all pull up, man. I hope y'all ready. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, the Alabama Hitter. And until the next time we decide to spin, guess what? I'm in the win. Salute to the hitters. We gone. That
Yeah.